Hey everybody, Scott George here again. This is another episode of The Wolf and the Neural Network. And have I got a doozy for you? I got something awesome. Now, I ain't no lawyer, but I know a thing or two, right? So, I went back over all this stuff with Nova Scotia Health Authority. I mean, like, it's easy to show they're lying because they didn't even reference anything. And I can show them taking Kristen's comments after the fact and they don't match the record. I mean, that's blatant fraud when she herself defers to a record and everything, right? So, I mean, when you go back, self-admitted incomplete record, it's pretty clear what these people did. They're frauds and stuff, right? Like, I'll get them there. I knew that, right? Like, I already knew that. And I have recordings and everything. So it's like, no, you're done, right? But that's not what I'm going to talk about here, right? So the registrar and stuff, he was so stupid enough to put his name on this fraud without checking anything. Just blind trust, right? But they would never do that. Never, ever, ever. It would be based on dignity, fair, respect, right? So anyways, I took a look at his signature to see his gloating, his president, CEO, professional fraud, if you ask me. But underneath it, it states that they copied individuals on it. And one of the individuals that they copied was, not individuals, but institutions, is Cox and Palmer. They're a law firm in Halifax. Now, if you go to the Cox and Palmer website, you can look at their employees. One of their main employees is Stephen McNeil, who the core complaint is about. And now Cox and Palmer would face this embarrassment if this ever came out, and they just filed my medical records over 30 days ago with Cox and Palmer and didn't retract them. When they full well know who this involved, because they're trying to claim I'm delusional because it involved public officials. Well, then that's the public official, one of them that was involved. So how didn't you know that? One quick Google search, and instead you sent my entire private medical records where you committed fraud to my abuser and their law firm to use against me. That's right, full-blown fraud. This guy, Gus, his job is done. He gone. Kristen Holm will lose her license. Nancy Murphy will lose her license. Hannah Marie Weimer will lose her license. They will all face serious criminal charges. I am seeking no less than 4 years in a federal prison for Kristen Holm. Karen Hornberger and Karen Oldfield will resign immediately. Any severances are to be donated to charity. Amazing, right? Mike Doomey, Dennis Daly, pack your fucking bags, you're gone. Say, guys, now they're all going to have to lay down because RCMP can't deny the fraud. And now I can show inaction where RCMP retaliated when I'm reporting consistent fraud and retaliation from these other bodies. And because they just said I'm just retarded, you see how bad this is? I have absolutely dominated them. All of them. And I'm nowhere close to finished. Amazing. Amazing. And they're going to pretend to be the victims. Life's so hard. Blah, 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 blah. Amazing. Anyways, everybody, amazing. Right? Basic literacy skills. You know how corrupt these people really are when you can beat them with basic literacy skills. That shows you the level of fraud from Nova Scotia Health Authority and the college. That shows you what your tax dollars are paying for. Illiterate failures who can't face their own overinflated sense of self-worth and self-importance. Right? These people absolutely diagnose their own delusional psychosis and prove they have a sociopathic behavioral disorder. Well, they are completely, it's just all malpractice. Amazing. I mean, amazing. Amazing. I don't know. So, big question then. Like, I mean, how do you spend $1 billion? I was going to burn it to make a point, but, I mean, it can help a lot of people, can it? See, I never sought money. I never sought power. I didn't want to be anybody's leader. I didn't want to be a daddy. You know what I wanted in my life? I knew I was smart. I knew I'm capable and competent. And I wanted to take care of my mom so that I felt all right inside. Well, I took on other intellectual challenges in my everyday life, pushing myself that way. Right? I can go work a job that I get nothing from and just waste my life. But why would I do that when I can help my mother? Help somebody and, really try to do the right thing. So, like, that's what I'd spent my time doing and everything. And, like, I never really thought about power or being a daddy or, like, anything like that. Never thought it. But now it's kind of like, fuck, I can say whatever I want to these bastards, and now I'm going to take a bunch of their fucking money. So now that's something I need to think about. Anyways, how would you spend $1 billion? Because I ain't going to settle for nothing less than that. Amazing. All right. Have a good day, Nova Scotia, Canada. Fucking amazing.